Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on Farming Simulator 25. So today is the day when we can actually start to harvest at last. We've got 2 fields of barley to harvest today, so it's quite an early harvest, June, but yeah, barley is ready in June, or at least 2 of our 3 fields are ready. I'm hoping this isn't going to damage the crop, it might do. No, I think we're okay, that's good, because otherwise it would have been damaging that. This is the sugar beet field, but obviously it's not quite established enough yet to cause damage, unless sugar beet doesn't get damaged actually, because you do have to drive on it to harvest it quite a lot with the sugar beet harvester, so maybe that's the case, I don't know. But anyway, the important thing is it wasn't damaged. So let's head down to the first barley field. You can see it in front of us there. It's our smaller of the 2 fields. This is the first time we've harvested this field because it's one that we purchased quite recently, so it is the first time harvesting it as an owner of the land, and it will also need to be spread with lime and slurry before we put the next crop into that field. Not that that's a major issue though, because we're quite a few months away from starting the drilling. I don't think we'll probably put canola in it next, and we probably can't do that until August, I think. So yeah, it'll be a couple of months before we actually need to worry about putting the new crop in there, but it will need to be done. Try and not forget to do the lime and the fertiliser, or the slurry on that field. And then of course our other barley field that's currently ready is our massive new field, the biggest field that we own, which you can just see over there in the distance, which is field number 2. Also needs lime and, well, probably not slurry. That's a field that size probably is not the suitable one for slurry, but certainly lime. So that is another one that we're going to get harvested today, or at least start. Might get the help to do some of that one though, because it is quite a big field. We'll probably just do the corn carting and help them drive the combine on that one, but I'm going to do this one. They will also need baling as well, so we're going to get quite a bit of straw this time. And we have another field as well of barley, which isn't ready yet, but it will be ready very soon. Swap. Yeah, it'll be ready in July. I think the reason that's a bit later is because it was drilled a month later than it needs to, I'm guessing. So yeah, that's not ready yet, but I don't think we need to worry because we've got plenty of harvesting to do today. So we'll get on with this for a start, and then when this one's done we'll move the combine to the big field and get the helpers to take over. And this barley will, well, I'm thinking because there's going to be a huge amount of barley, we might actually maybe purchase the grain mill and turn it into flour, because yeah, we don't need this much barley for the chickens, but it's not a very high value crop to sell, so I think we'll be better off making flour. So I think we may be purchasing the grain mill today, possibly, but we'll worry about that when this field's been harvested. So I'll get on with this now and speak to you in a bit. So as you can see, that's the first barley field completed, and that's ready for baling now. And we'll move the combine across to the next one, and as I said earlier, we'll get the helps to do that one because it's going to be a far too big a job for me to just do on my own. It'd be just a bit boring, I think, to watch anyway. I would do it on my own if I was just playing for myself, I think, probably, but I think for the purposes of a video it probably would get a bit tedious watching me do an entire field all episode. So yeah, to break the video up, we'll get the helps to do that one, and I'll get on with a few other jobs. And of course we do need to buy the grain mill, because I think that's what we're going to do with the barley. I think that would be the most sensible idea. We do need to keep some back for the chickens, of course, but I don't think we need to keep quite as much as what we're going to get from these few, or three fields of barley we've got in total. Plus, I think, have we got any wheat? We might have other. Maybe we haven't. No, we haven't got any wheat, so it is just the barley. But hopefully, we won't need. The oats can go into the grain mill as well. Yeah, we will. We need to make sure we keep some. We definitely don't want to sell it all. We've got 26,000 in storage now, plus some sorghum. Some of it will need to be kept for the chickens. Just don't want to forget that. But I think we can certainly spare some of it for the mill. What we might do is keep field 32 back for the chickens, because that's closer to the chickens anyway. We can store that at the yard, and then these two fields can go to the grain mill, which is how much? 288. Oh, that's not too bad. We could certainly afford that. I've bought a lot more expensive productions than that before, so I think we should go ahead and buy that, and we'll take this first load there in a bit. We've purchased that now, so we now own the grain mill. But, oh, got an achievement for that as well. Right, so let's head over to the other field. It's not too far away, literally just right there. So we'll just drive across there now with the combine, and we'll get the helper going. And we'll probably take the first load to the grain mill, and that will then free up the trailer. Full empty trailer then we'll have for Carson from the other field. Oh, that's bad timing. Right, let's see if we can get around. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, we've done it. Right, so here we are. We need to make sure we can put the trailer, the header trailer somewhere though, because we don't want to be blocking the road with it. And it's not really any good places to put it. We'll put it on this field because it isn't ours. Hopefully they won't mind. They obviously don't care too much about the field because it's covered in weeds anyway, so I'm sure they won't mind if a small corner of it is driven on. It won't damage it anyway because we don't own it. This is the other very big field in the map. Nice to buy that one day maybe as well, but for now we'll stick with field number 2. And our field 2 will get damaged if we drive on it, because I have got crop destruction on, so we have to be careful not to drive on that. Okay, we're all set up, ready to go, so we'll get the helper going. Just make sure we get in the field, and then we'll see if the helper can cope with this. I'm sure it will, hopefully, fingers crossed. AI worker, 1, maybe 2 around the headlands, I think. 1 standard it seems, but we'll do 2, I think. That would probably be a good idea. Right, and then press H, and hopefully it will do a good job of harvesting this enormous field. It's going to get full quite often though, because it's quite a wide working width on this, and it's quite a big field, so to be keeping an eye out on the combined fill level. Shame it doesn't tell you in the top corner, like on there were mods on previous versions of the game to tell you that. I don't know whether there is one out for FS25 yet or not. It might be, I haven't actually looked. But yeah, that looks like it's working, so here we are at the lorry. We're only 42% full, but I think we will take the first load, because then we'll have an empty trailer then, like I said, for doing the other field. Although I think it might be more than one full trailer load off that field. If that tiny field, or relatively small field, has filled it at 42%, I think we might get about 2 or 3 trailer loads off this big field. It is, yeah, it's a big area. But let's drive over to the grain mill, get the first load tipped, and then we'll have an empty trailer to unload the combine. Unless, of course, we meet the combine on that corner and unload it there. But I don't think we'll. I think we'll beat it quite easily. So we'll probably just go and tip now and then come back. And then when we've finished doing this, we will get the baler, I think, and start baling that other field, because I want to get that other field emptied and cleared so that we can spread it with slurry and lime and get it ready for drilling. Obviously that's not going to happen today, the drilling will happen today, but I'd like to get as much done in that field as we can to get it prepared for drilling, so that I don't forget. Anyway, it's not too far to get to this grain mill, so we need to tip this and then we'll activate the barley production. Assuming of course we can make flour out of barley. I think we can, I'm pretty sure we can. I think it's barley, oats, wheat and sorghum that you can put into the grain mill. So we should be good. Where is it? It's over there, I think. It's that one. So we're not too far away. I think this is the way. Yes, it is. I remember now. It wasn't that long ago since I last came here, but you kind of forget sometimes. But yeah, we are here. So we'll get this tipped and then we'll activate the production. Luckily the tip point is right here, so it's not too far to go. You don't have to drive around the whole site to get to it. So we'll get that tipping and then into the menu, and we will, where is it? Grain mill, there we go. We'll activate the barley flour, there, that's it. And that should be on storing. I don't think it's all going to fit actually anyway. Looking at that capacity, I thought that was going to be a bit higher than that. Only 144,000 litres capacity. But we're going to get flour from that, which we can then sell for more than what the barley's worth, or we could possibly use it for something as well. I'm not sure. We haven't got a bakery though. Mainly it goes into the bakery. We don't have a bakery at the moment. Okay, right, back to the field, get the combine unloaded, and then we will start baling. That's the first field baled, and the combine, as you can see over there, is going fine, no problems at all at the moment. It's just done its second round of the headlands and now it's going to start working up and down, I think. And I've already unloaded it twice, so yeah, it's filling up quite quick, even with the size of tank it's got, which is pretty big. 18,000 litre tank on that. So yeah, it's certainly yielding quite well, despite the fact that it needs lime. And it was fully fertilised actually, but yeah, it does need lime in that field. Right, so next we'll start moving these bales. It won't take too long this actually, there's not too many. So we'll get these bales moved and stack them near to the cow shed. Most of them will probably get used in the TMR mix, but the bales from the other field will certainly get sold, because I'm not bringing all them back over here, and just to, well, they're not going to, there's just going to be too many, so we're just going to sell those. But these bales here, that probably will go towards the TMR mix. So yeah, I'm just going to get on with moving these now, and we'll make a small stack over by the cow shed, and then we'll have this field cleared then for spreading with slurry, which we've already got the slurry spreader on over there, and also lime. Don't want to forget to do the lime as well before we get this one planted. So yeah, I'll get on with moving these bales and then hopefully get some slurry spread. So we've got another full load to take to the grain mill, and the combine keeps getting full unfortunately on the opposite side, so I have to keep moving it and then restarting the helper, but so far so good. We haven't had any issues with the helper. It's doing a good job today, so that's nice. And we've also just finished the slurry spreading as well, so that field just needs lime now and then it'll be ready for drilling, which will have canola crop I expect in that one. Anyway, let's get this load to the grain mill, and that's going to be turned into flour like the rest of it. And then, yeah, I think that's a good plan. I think we'll leave the last field of barley for the chickens because I don't want to run out. We're alright for feed at the moment for the chickens, but I'm a bit worried about running out, so it's always best to have enough in the storage. We may, if there's a lot, we may take another bit to the grain mill, but we can always do that at a later date. We don't actually have to decide at harvest time. We can always do it in the winter or something if we think we're going to have enough to last us through to harvest. Then we can get some more sold over winter, or not sold, milled into the flour. But yeah, that's for now at least. We'll just put all of this fill into the grain mill, which is not a small amount anyway. Like I said earlier, we're probably actually going to fill it to capacity. Looking at it, it's only got 144,000 litre capacity, and I think we're probably going to be not far off that now. Certainly after this next load. This one will fit, no problem, but the next one might not. Anyway, here we are at the mill again, so we'll tip this and see how full it is. Oh, and of course it's already almost full again, the combine, because we didn't fully empty it. The trailer was too full. So we need to immediately go back to the field and get that unloaded. Hopefully it won't get full again. And if it does get full again, hopefully it'll be on the right side, the auger's on the correct side, so that I don't have to keep moving the combine to unload it. Right, quickly let's get back to the field before it gets full, and then we'll check the mill to see how full it is and how the flour production's going. I don't actually know where the pallets spawn, the flour pallets. I don't know where they spawn in this mill. We'll have a look at that at some point, but for now we need to get on with doing this harvest It's actually starting to get quite late in the day now. It's 7:30 in the evening. Luckily the days are quite long in June, so it's not gone dark yet. But it won't be long before it starts to go dark, so we may have to move time forward. In fact, we probably, well, that'll be next episode. We'll probably stop in June, and then next episode will be July. Because we can still harvest this field in July. It won't be an issue that it won't wither in June, so that's good. Right, we're almost back at the field. Oh, it's full, but at least it's on the correct side. Almost got to the end. If it had got to the end and turned around, that would have been the worst. At least it's on the right side for unloading. That's something. Right, so we'll just spin around and actually I probably didn't even need to spin around. I probably should have just gone under it that way around. Never mind, it's fine. Right, so how much have we got left? We've probably done about just over half the field, I would say. Just over halfway. So yeah, we're definitely going to have at least another full load. Probably another 1.5 full trailers, I would say, off this field. Oh, the combine's turned its lights on, so it's getting a bit dark. And how full is the grain mill at the moment? 82,500, so yeah, we are over half full. 57% full, so I don't think it's all going to fit. Which is not a major problem, because we can, like I said earlier, we can take it across in the winter if there's no space. But yeah, we'll just leave that to get on, and we'll take the slurry spreader back to, where is it? There it is, the slurry spreader back to the cow farm. We just had enough slurry. There's not much more in storage now, but we did have enough to do that field, and then the cows will produce some more slurry over the next month or so, and then whatever we have next will go into the next field, or spread on the next field. Cars are making it awkward again to get into position. This is the trouble with having it so close to the main road, I suppose. It does interfere with the traffic a bit. But we'll just back this into here and then get it filled up as much as possible. I don't think it will fill it to the top. I think we've only got about 2,000 litres left in storage. But we'll fill it what we can. Yeah, 2,500. There we go. So that's done. You will have also seen that I was doing a bit more TMR mixing as well. We got rid of another straw bale, and then this is one of our new bales. But I think that's about a good amount of straw there. It's a shame they're not stacked a bit better. I think they might have fallen over, and the silage is not great either. That is looking a bit messy, but I think we'll just use them up and then we'll get some more brought over from over this side and stack them a bit neater there. So the other field will need to be baled as well, but again I think we'll leave that until next episode now, because it is getting a bit late in the day. I think it's probably coming up to a good time to stop really, and we'll continue with this next time. So yeah, we'll just take this over to the field, ready to go, and then we'll leave it there. So the combine is fully unloaded now and it's set off again. It's going back the other way. So it won't take too much longer to finish the field, but it is, like I say, a big field, so I didn't think we'd get it done today. It is quite a big job. So we'll just unfold this and get this little bit on the edge picked up, and then I think we'll leave it there. Oh yeah, and about extending the width of this, it would, if it was a bit wider, we probably could pick up 2 swaths in a row, which would certainly speed the job up. The downside is it wouldn't fit in my shed. The height would be an issue when it's folded up, it would be too tall. So yeah, we would either need to buy a bigger shed or just keep it outside, I suppose. Anyway, I think this is a good place to leave it. So I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.